Wait, before we begin, got a question for you. Do you guys put mayonnaise on grilled cheese? I've been thinking about this for quite some time. I'm having a little bit of a debate with somebody at the current moment about mayonnaise, grilled cheese, and what actually constitutes as a grilled cheese. So just tell me in the comment section down below before we begin about that, because I'm very curious about this. But anyway, let's talk about Chud the Builder. I guess you could say I'm happy, or maybe you could say that I'm elated, or maybe you could say that I'm jovial. Maybe I have an emotion that is new inside of my body and inside of my bosom, which is the centerfold of my chest. Maybe I'm so happy that I could jump for joy, hit 1,000 backflips. I could high five God right now. I could jump on his back and ride him like a Yoshi. He put me down, send me to hell. And then I go up with Satan, and then we cause the actual Ragnarok, the great holy war, to cause and destroy the entire bulk of humanity. I'd reset, recreate everybody with my happiness, because my joy is so much that if you expanded it out to the entirety of the human race, the entirety of my human brethren, you would actively get infinite joy throughout the entirety of all of humanity in its new creation after the holy war, because I am beyond blessed right now. I am so blessed that a pastor would touch me and then feel as though he actually is not scamming his audience. It would never ask for money again or open a mega church. We have actively achieved peak solipsism. We have reached the end of everything. We've reached the peak, the height of Olympus Mons on Mars. We have reached the height of the highest peaks on Earth. Beyond Mount Everest, no hiker has ever reached the peak that I'm at. I'm peaking hard, much like I'm screaming into my microphone. We have reached the end point, ladies and gentlemen. Chud the Builder, his bond has been absolutely, irrevocably revoked. We are having a fun time. So let's see exactly what the judge said right here. Let's go crazy.
Happening now, the controversial online streamer known as Chud the Builder is making an appearance in a Nashville courtroom. Dalton Etherly faces 3 misdemeanor charges stemming from a May incident at Bob's Steak and Chop House inside the Omni Hotel. Investigators say Etherly live streamed inside the restaurant after staff asked him not to, then refused to pay. Etherly also faces separate felony charges in Montgomery County for a shooting investigation. During Etherly's court appearance, one investigator on the stand recalled the shooting.
Shots are being shown to have been fired prior to that?
Yes.
And how do we know that?
I can see more.
Okay.
Fire.
So Mr. Fox hadn't been hit at that point, correct? If you're seeing a ricochet in one casing.
I would assume so.
The judge denied Etherly's release today, citing violent posts he's made on social media. Etherly is also facing a $1 million bond in the Montgomery County case.
He's cooked. He's cooked. He's beyond cooked. It's over for him. I cannot say with any stretch of shadow of doubt this man is beyond cooked. Now, outside of this, his bond getting revoked, he got his entire bond revoked. The important thing is looking at his give, send, go. Now, he's been gathering a little bit of money. He reached 300K, but he's been slowing down with donations at the current moment. So let me go ahead and show you here. He's been slowing down with donations as of current. He's not really getting that much going for him. He needed $1 million, and not even the strength of all the races in the land could possibly get him that million. He really needed that million, but now his bond is denied. So getting that million is also fundamentally worthless. It's just absolutely worthless to even get the million, because it would do effectively nothing for his situation and his case. It's very interesting to witness. I think it's fun. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Now, we can see the other person that got shot by Chud the Builder. He was actively, he reached his goal many times over. It's automated goal, so it goes up every single time, but he reached his goal many times over, so that's pretty good. And he's still getting donations as of current, so that's very nice. I'm very happy to see that he's just getting, money from this situation, because it's obviously a very horrifying situation for him and his family. Now, I've seen a lot of people be very angry at me for my takes about this, and I gotta address you guys. I gotta talk to you. I gotta speak to you. So let's have a conversation if we could, please. To the Sunphobic people who are upset they can't use the N-word, my abandoned vending machine Americans, my aborted Twinkie experiments, my alabaster ant farms, my albino drain weasels, you, my Caucalians, my cochleozoids, my baking powder babies, you people, my alabaster alligators, the Alfredo assassins, one might say. I'll do you one better. Crackosaurus crinkly chocolate dip wafer. I'm so proud of you, you powdered milk mustard crystal meth powdered cricket cum crickets. I'm just happy you dandruff clumps are so angry at the fact that you can't say this, and I'm so proud of you, these eggshell cosplayers, these expired Axe body wash with legs is what I would call you, the feta cheese folk, one might say, the field whites. The flour flea filled potatoes is what I would say about you. The angel dust toast crunch, if I could be so bold. Frost fugitives, maybe that'd be good. The frosted mini wheats, maybe I could say that. The gaslight generals, the gentrification genies, the ghost thugs, the glitch mutants, the goose goblins, Heatherland Columbus, the Hellmans, just Mayo in general, the hueless people, the inbred Luke Bryans, the inkless markers, the invisible visitors, the infectual privilege effet soft the penis dubatants is what I would call you, you ivory investigators, or maybe better yet, just ivory ingrates overall. That's probably what I feel. You magnesia muppets, marshmallow maidens. Oh my god, maybe that's what you are. You off-white crew, the opaque orphans, the onion overlords, the pagan pastries, the pale white pansies, the pale poisonous perfection people, the palm-colored pipers. Maybe that's what you are. The Q-tip crusaders, right? So with these people is what I'm saying, right? With all these people, all the people that are curious about how I came up with all those terms, all those things, that's called creativity. That's called creativity. And I think there's a lesson behind all this stuff, right? A lesson about getting an inch and taking a mile. I think some people are handed freedoms, opportunities, platforms, audiences, microphones, cameras, and influence. They're given room to exist. They're given room to speak. They're given room to push boundaries. Then they decide that every boundary should belong to them. Every space should belong to them. Every word should belong to them. Every reaction should belong to them. Every consequence should disappear the moment it becomes inconvenience. And I think you guys think that's what freedom of speech is. And I want to be honest for a moment. I understand that for many people, the N-word is just a word. I understand for many people, the F-slur is just a word. I know that some people genuinely view language as sounds leaving a mouth. And I understand that perspective. Human beings use words casually every day. They joke, they exalt, though they insult, they exaggerate, they throw language around without thinking about it. I know, I grasp it, I understand. However, words still carry history. Words still carry intent. Words still carry power. I think the strongest person in the room is never the person with the biggest muscles. The strongest person in the room is often the person who can move the emotions of everyone around him. The person who can direct anger, the person who can create conflict, the person who can turn strangers against each other with a sentence. The person who can make a crowd erupt without ever throwing a punch. That's the influence that shapes nations, wars, revolutions, and tragedies throughout histories. That is what it is. That is power. That is strength. That is why I find the obsession, this weird, just odd obsession with certain words so fascinating. Out of all the words that exist in the human language, some people become completely fixated on the handful they are told not to use. There are hundreds of thousands of words available. There are endless combinations of language. There are new jokes to make, new insults to invent, like I just did, made so many insults, new phrases to create. The world offers limitless possibilities. Yet some people become consumed by the single thing they cannot have. I'm confused by this. The word itself seems to me to become a test. Can you create something new? Can you, for one reason, one way, somehow, find another way? Can you express yourself differently? Can you survive without one specific word? For many normal people, the answer is yes. But the pasty pops, the pimple puss people, the pigment poachers, the Pilgrim Patch Kids, the plaster pigs, the murky milky milk mooses, the musty coleslaw, the Newports, those people. If I could be so quiet what I'm saying. The napkin Americans, yeah, those ones. See how I'm making all these new terms? See how I'm saying all these things? You see how I'm just able to say everything about these Landwell leech demons? You see how I can say the lice magnet people are actively just not able to construct new words? You know what I mean? And I don't want to insult low-fat milk too much, you know. But these Ku Klux Karens are so upset they can't say simple words. They discover that, you know, nothing has been taken from them. Their freedom remains intact. Right? That's normal people. That's regular normal people. They move on with their lives. They can't say a word, they move on. But the people who become furious about losing access to that one word, I think they reveal something strange about themselves. Something, I don't know, biblical, I would say. I think the issue overall is not even about language. It's entitlement. You're entitled to these words. It's possession. Cannot tolerate the existence of a thing that does not belong to you. They cannot tolerate a boundary. Cannot tolerate hearing no. Every inch becomes a demand for a mile. Every limit becomes a deep personal issue. Every request becomes an attack on their identity. What identity is it where you just want to offend people all the time? Well, it's comedy. It's funny. I think that mindset disgusts me. I resent the mindset. I actually don't even resent the people because they learned it from somewhere, and I imagine it stems from a deeper mindset because it's very hard for me to hate people because I'm people. You know, I more so hate mindsets more than I hate people. I resent the constant need to take and take and take. I resent the inability to simply let something exist outside of your grasp. Whether the courts ultimately decide Chud is guilty or innocent of the charges against him is a matter for the legal system. What I can say is that provoking people, chasing outrage, building an identity around antagonizing strangers, and treating every boundary as something to conquer is a terrible way to move through the world. Even slightly. Eventually, the pursuit of reaction stops becoming content. Eventually, it stops being a joke. Eventually, reality is going to hit you something hard. I'm very happy his bond got revoked. Very excited about that. But if you can't handle this, I want to show you how you sound. So, I don't know if I'm going to get copyright strike for this. I'm going to try my best not to. It's a Caleb Hammer clip. And I think it's a very good Caleb Hammer clip. I like it. I like the clip a lot. I don't know if it's on a specific thing, but I saw it on Twitter. So we're going to review it and talk about it. I'm going to show you how you sound when you want to say the N-word. I want you to really look at this for one moment. This is exactly what I hear every single time. So, this is Caleb Hammer. This is the clip. Let's go ahead and look at this.
Jerome, you insisted on the name Jerome and being told because you hate the idea of people always using race as an excuse, so you made it a point to name yourself Jerome, and you could identify as black if you wanted because all the race, gender nonsense doesn't matter. I don't even understand.
Yes,
What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, I thought it was weird that we named you Jerome. I'm not gonna lie, but now
you can name your child whatever you want. What's Gwyneth Paltrow's Apple? There's X for Elon or whatever. I forget the child's names. Northwest, Kanye, and all that. But my whole point is, that is I heard prior guests and other people on the internet. They're too afraid to say what needs to be said.
This is okay. So let's give a little bit of context here. This person's name is Jerome, I believe, and the person identifies as black because his name is Jerome, which is wildly racist. Not every black person is named Jerome. I know a black girl named Kennedy. I know a black guy named Keith. There are many. You could have any name. Obviously, you can have any name, and I'm not saying that. It's the specific reasoning behind why he's saying that is the thing that's like kind of getting me. It's his reasoning behind him saying that. So this person just wants to feel as though words don't have any meaning, and I appreciate this albino aardvark going crazy about that. I just appreciate this Alfredo pigeon going nuts.
Or that they say that.
Well, Jerome, what needs to be said?
Anything and whatever anybody wants, but
that sounds like you're too afraid to say what needs to be said.
No, if you
what needs to be said, Jerome?
The N-word.
It's interesting that he says needs to be said, right? So, I want to say this, right? This bleach she's it, this bleach brigade cracker, right? This person, I think that this bucket bunny is able to say whatever he wants to. I think he can just say whatever he wants to. He's free to say whatever he feels like. There's no reason he shouldn't be able to say it. right? You can say whatever you want to, but you can't say whatever you want to someone else, right? You have to deal with how they feel about the words you say. That's called being a person. That's genuinely called being a person. Now, his logic is very interesting, so let's go to his logic.
Language is a social construct that is warped by people, and context and intent
So you
matters.
have no fear to say it.
So it's interesting that he says language is a social construct that's warped by people. The first part is true. Language is a social construct because we've developed language in order to communicate with each other, so we can have videos like this, so I can speak to you, so we can communicate. Because humans have this very egotistical mindset that we're better than all creatures in nature, so we have created this very social construct in order to talk to each other. It's very easy to do. It's very fun. It's my greatest skill, sadly. So the best I got. So very curious about what he thinks is the issue here. We've warped it. We've warped language. So there are good words and bad words. Words should have no meaning, is how he feels it seems. I'm confused, Mr. Baby Powder. You, a part of the Cottage Cheese Crusaders, are just a little bit confused. This child of the chalk just wants to have the ability to say whatever he feels like. So let's see what he says.
No, I have no fear to say anything with considering intent and context.
Okay.
The word itself is not bad. It's dependent on how you use it. Just like
Very good. Well, why'd you say not the R word, and why'd you call the N word then?
I'll say it right now.
Okay, let's call him Tyler.
Yeah. He's my brother.
So a black person's about to enter, and he's going to say the word right to his face. This flavorless oatmeal is going to go crazy. So let's see what this flour sack golem goes crazy and says.
I saw him walk by. He's from Chicago. He likes the Blackhawks. I'll say it.
He's not from Chicago.
Well, he hosts that too. If he knows
That's
hockey,
racist.
he knows Mary
He's not. Our Mexican.
Well,
one of our thousand.
If I say he's from Southside Chicago, that's a little different. North side is all the white people, so
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And it's crazy because right here, I completely agree with Caleb Hammer. I just agree with Caleb Hammer in totality.
I mean, tell me I'm not right. Detroit. I mean, come on.
Yes, there's black people in Detroit.
All right, so I'm in Detroit. I'm in Detroit. I'm just curious what this milk of magnesia has to say about my city.
I mean, the ones that are still not victims of gun violence, but yeah.
He thinks he's so funny too. He's like, this is funny, right? And nobody's just. He thinks he's hilarious. He thinks he's on top of the world, and the funniest man on earth.
I mean,
What point are you trying to make?
I'm just trying to make that if you're gonna say something, do it. And I'm tired of everybody come on shows doing stuff.
Tyler, I
and
actually
they
apologize
say,
for the first time in
No,
my
no,
life
no.
for what's about to happen, but please
You don't have to apologize.
come lean here. I will do whatever I want, and what I want to do is apologize. There you go.
no.
If you're not afraid to say it, then say it.
Say what?
Tactical nuke incoming!
I mean,
Just so this is what it seems like, right? This is just what it seems like when you sit. Like, I just want to point this out. Just unprompted, uncharacteristic, black man right there. Just even if this is played up for reactions, this is still just an insane thing to do. Just an insane thing to do. Just wildly insane.
that
I can't even look
it's just a word, nothing behind it, no sentence with it, no meaning behind it. It is what it is.
The word itself has intrinsic meaning. And this is so interesting, right? It reminds me of the argument that, so a gun is not dangerous by itself. It's just a gun. It is only until you add context behind the gun that the gun becomes dangerous, because it's just a gun. Well, what's the purpose behind the gun? Black people don't call each other the hard R. We don't. We don't do that. We call each other soft A. And what happens often more than not is people say, well, what's the difference between the soft A and a hard R? It's just very, very strange to, well, one is they're wildly different. It's just this monolingual, I'm not going to just keep going.
You run with it, buddy.
I didn't call you my,
What the
That would
f
be a
up with
little
the, why
different.
the hard R though?
You can just think of a new term too, like mayonnaise mannequin. I don't know. Melted bar of soap in a casket. Just so many different things. This mystery flavored human is just not even having the ability to think of a new word. Just think of something different.
Why the hard R?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Is an A at the end make it better?
Yeah, but not you saying it regardless.
So, also, yeah.
To my face. Is crazy.
Well, I mean, it's better to your face than behind your back, isn't it?
No, it's not. You just don't say it at all. Why would you say it behind someone's back? Is it because that just proves you are thinking of them in a derogatory way? It just seems so crazy to have this whole conversation about this. And this is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like every single time. It is a reasonable guy. The black guy's very reasonable, but he's like, dude, what are you doing? What's going on here? What's happening?
But it's not about you. It's about the word. There's that big difference. So it's not directed towards you, though.
You looked me in my eyes.
Well, he told me to, and I'm going to.
You looked me in my eyes.
He condoned.
And said the hard R, my dog. You said straight to my eyes.
Yeah.
You're not going to talk about not calling me that. You just called me that.
No, I said the word. I didn't.
To me, directly, in my eyes.
Yeah, towards you, yes. But I'll say it to him directly as a white man. I'll say that word. I don't care. Because it does, the meaning doesn't mean, it's taken way out of context.
It's just that I feel like when you stutter during your explanation of your point, you lose a lot of what you're about to say. You just lose a lot of it. And it's interesting. It's just interesting. This lizard lip dwelling mongoloid is just losing his ability. It's crazy.
From language and where it derived from. That's the reason why social people in society has made it a bad word. You go in Spanish, you used to use the word negro all the time to say black. So
it's negro. Just want to point that out. It's very kind of different, to be quite honest with you. Kind of different.
Negro this, negro that. Who cares?
Negro.
Yeah. How's negro more acceptable?
Meaning. It means black in Spanish. Negro is different. Negro is different. Nigger is different.
Okay, what about just one G?
Say it to Caleb then. Say it to Caleb then. Say it to Caleb. Look him in his eyes and call him that.
I'm trying to.
Look him in his eyes and call him that. Look him in his eyes and call him that.
See, now he looks like an
Call him
Oriental.
that. Call Caleb that.
He's like,
call Caleb
he's
that.
culturally
Why the hell are
appropriating
you
the
stopping?
eyes.
Why are you scared?
Culturally appropriating eyes. I think he just wants to be offensive for the sake of being offensive, which there's a space for humor like that. Obviously, I feel there's a space for humor like that. But this is the issue with people like this in Chud the Builder, is that they have to understand that other people may not find them as hilarious as they find themselves. Right? You can have your group of people, you can have your group of friends, you can be bigoted in your small community as much as you want to, and racist as you want to in your small community. That's fine. You can want a bunch of like-minded people. They just insult people. But when you actually go into the real world and experience how other people may react to what you do, you can't just say, well, you're too offended. No, dude, that's how people react to being insulted right to their face. Like, different words have different contexts and different meanings. That's important. It's important. But, I've yammered on enough about this, and hopefully I don't get copyright striked. If you guys did see the clip, boom, that's cool. I'll do my best to avoid the copyright strike that could eventually come from using a Caleb Hammer clip. Hopefully it doesn't copyright strike me, because I agree with you, Caleb, in this clip. But outside of that, thank you guys so much for checking out my content, and I'm out. Peace. Bye.
I'm your nigga night, be my loyal, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. I love the ride.